Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted the GP01 in gold with some seafoam green highlights. I decided to go with the two corks on the backpack, the chest vents, and the V-fin, I think it was. Probably should have done the feet too, but I don't think it looks bad. And yeah, GP01Fb is a 550 general that can only be used in space. It is, I think, still the only machine with both dodge roll and overboost, because that seems to be something I've kind of been balking at giving to terrestrial mobile suits, so maybe we'll finally see something that has that in, like, 700 in the future. Like, I can see that being something that would work for 700 4-star to set it apart from everything else. But the FB also has a special long rifle, which I believe was never actually seen in the 0083 anime. But it is a pretty good rifle. It has it can charge and stun in one hit, or it can fire uncharged shots fairly quickly with minimal heat loss. So it can probably get off about three to 5 shots before it overheats, depending on how fast you're firing. So that can be really useful because about 2 of those will stun. So if you are in a really bad situation, you may be able to get a couple of stuns off on things if you really need to run. Right now, I don't really need to run, but I could stand to back off a little bit. I am getting kind of close to the enemy team, and I'm just trying to keep focused on what's closest to me. And I'm doing okay. Like I said, I just kind of don't want to get myself surrounded for once. I'll be honest, I've been working on this one on and off for a while, because I've been wanting to get it, and it all basically depends on how, if I can find a queue where the GP01Fb is available, and also just where I'm actually doing okay in space that day, because that's kind of the hard part. I am not good at space, I don't think, at least not on an average day. I'm pretty sure I lose more space rounds than I win. But sometimes I do have good rounds, and this, I'm pretty sure, is one of them. You can see when I was starting to get myself in the middle of a group of enemies, so I just decided to just get out of there. It is a little bit harder to get surrounded in space, but trust me, it can still happen, so just sometimes you just have to go hide behind a big chunk of debris for a while, and hopefully let them forget you're there. Actually, that's probably terrible advice, so, don't take it. Like I said, I'm bad at space. Probably just don't take my space advice in general. But I did manage to get that Zephyranthes, I think it's type 3, with a downswing. It also has that great Darth Sidious downswing where it just does one vertical slash and then twirls, and that is really good. And I would love to see them just make it so that it could use that on the ground. Just jump up into the air and twirl with the sword, and and then land on its feet. I'm pretty sure that is like a that is I don't know. That might be something that is actually taught in wushu, but that is, martial arts are not my field of expertise. That was my brother. And yeah, now I'm just gonna run. Because I am, in grave danger of dying. Unfortunately, yeah, that Zeong's going to get me, because even after I twirl at it, I'm going to run out of boost. Once the overboost runs out, you are just sitting still, as though you had fallen on your face on the ground, and yeah, you're a fairly easy target. So yeah, the Zeong managed to get me, but most part, I think I've been doing relatively well here. And yeah, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. We've got a tiny lead, we're 1 kill ahead realistically. So if we can keep that, that'd be great. I was thinking about planning support fire, but that would put me even further away from the action and leave the team unsupported for longer. So I'm just going to get in there and hopefully meet up with people while they're still alive. Though that's starting to look like a little bit of a vain hope, because yeah, only thing alive is our Gerbera Tetra, so now I'm just going to run away, be really low in the hopes that I'm not on their radar. And the Zeong found me. Hopefully they don't all find me. Oh, hi, Earth. But, yeah, basically now it's time to run away until the rest of the team can get here. Someone's getting ready to plant support fire. I think our Gerbera got killed, but the GP04 jumped back in. So, and yeah, now I'm just taking light range damage from Zeong at the moment. So I can try and get some shots off on individuals where possible, but just don't want to push too hard, because I did manage to survive until the rest of the team spawned back in, which is, I guess that's one thing that I suspect is probably easier to do in space with the larger maps than it is on the ground. But that's it all comes down to just the individual players you end up playing with and luck, I think, as to if one is better than the other. That said, just trying to nail this person down. I'm not sure what that is they're in, but find out when we get closer, or at the end of the round. There's that Zeong again, though, which stunned. Just waiting. Yeah, I can fire again now, but it didn't do me any good. Somebody just spawned in behind us, so hopefully I'll be a little bit conscious of that. Charge shot ready again. Landed it, and they killed it before I could stab it, but that's okay. Let's see, 4 and 5. Yeah, their enemy team's starting to group up a little bit, so I don't want to rush in there too closely. I think number 5 is trying to base bomb. That is the one thing that is definitely harder in space, because there's just you have to work a lot harder to hide in space to plant a base bomb, because like around the bombing terminal itself is just open space. You can hide in like the engines next to you, but if anybody tries to defuse, any place where you can hide, you don't have a really clear line of sight on them, so it's hard. But we're holding out with about a 900 lead at 50 seconds remaining, and like to expand that if we can, but right now just, trying to get stay out of trouble and land shots where I can. I can't believe I missed that shot on, I think, a Zeku, but that was just, managed to shoot to either side of its shoulders, and that was not useful. Luckily, I didn't get caught in the support fire, so, I have a good amount of health, so we are less than 1 kill ahead, though, so my job here is not actually to make kills. It is, for the most part, to just keep myself alive for the next 20 seconds, which I'm going to try to do. And yeah, when I saw how much health that prototype Stark Jagan had, I figured my odds of actually killing it before I was killed were bad, so I'm just running as far as I absolutely can, and managed to hold out until so that the Zeong couldn't lock onto me in time. So yeah, I think that was a decent space round, and I hope you enjoy it, Thomas, because I know I've been sitting on this for you for a while. It didn't make the top score, 3180, 83,010 damage, but 2515, 62k, 4-1, and didn't blow it in the last 10 seconds, I think is a good combination. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I actually wound up with a whole rash of GP01Fb. Did I call it the FB throughout the video? Boy, I hope I did, because that's what it is. But I wound up with a whole bunch of GP01Fb requests in a relatively short period, and I kind of wanted to fulfill those in the order I got them. So, if you're one of the other people who sent one in for me, you're probably next up, so hopefully I will be able to get that soon, and also actually remember its full correct designation during the video.